Hello, good morning. Welcome back to channel. Today we will cover one of the important tutorial, and we will be covering up a one real-time project, right? That is Node.js application, and we'll be using to run a shell script, right? We'll be doing manually, going to the instance, and we're doing everything automate. That it will be killing the generated code, and it will be deployed with the new code. It will create you on the new PID, right? The system PIDs, and it will create even the PM2. We can integrate with the PM2. Okay, we will integrate that PM2. Then we'll move back to the Jenkins, and we'll make everything automate, right? So we are going from the complete from the scratch. That means we'll do manually first, then we will automate the things, right? So we should know that how the things going to be working in the real-time scenario, right? And the next part is that we'll be using shell script, and I will show you that how we can create a shell script, and we will make one domain for this, so that our Jenkins also should be running in one domain, right? It should be encrypted way, and we will be installing SSL certificate from that, and we will use our app also, which will be accessible through the IP address. For instead of using the IP address, we will use one domain, so that we should install SSL certification. This is going to be happen in the real-time scenario, right? You're not going to give the IP address to your customer to access it, and you cannot give that IP with 3000 port, right? So we have to do reverse proxy. At the time we will be using Nginx to do that part. Okay, so we will see everything. Okay, we'll be seeing everything for that. So let's go and check it out, what part we can cover up. So basically, first thing what we will do it, we'll create one EC2 instance, right? So we'll go to the EC2 dashboard, right? This is the EC2 terminal. I'll go over here. Let me increase the sound, right? So let me go to the instance. I'll give quickly, I will launch one instance, right? I will be naming as Node.js App with script, just to remember it. You can give any name. I'll be selecting Ubuntu as OS system, right? In this case, what we will do, we'll go with the T2 medium, right? Because we are using a lot of things. We are going to use maybe Docker for the SonarQube analysis and everything. So that's the case. We'll go with the T2 medium, okay, the minimum. And after using when we completed about the demo and cover everything, we will be terminating this instance, so to minimize the charges applicable to it. So just create new key pair, just give node js key pair, right? Key pair latest, fine. Anything we can name it, no issue with the name. Fine. I'll keep default VPC, subnet default, and I'll be enabling for currently. I'll just enable SSH, right? Just review and launch it. Just we will wait few seconds. We will let it get initialization, our instance. Then we can go to the process way. Okay. So this is the domain. This is the table of content. This document I'll be uploading to the GitHub. Don't worry about that. So first thing what we will do it, we will install some of the dependency manually, right, in the instance. Okay, we will update everything. We will install Node.js, npm package. Okay, we will install PM2 globally. Then later on, after testing, and we will use Jenkins. Okay, we will install on the same instance. We'll be using, and we will use deploy script to generate our the code, new code deployment. So these are things. Let's go and install everything. Fine. Now what we will do, we will go and review is our instance launched or no. Okay, our install is launched, just in the pending stage. Let me copy the IP. So let me refresh now. Okay, we have copied the IP address, fine. And we will go to mobile extra. We will paste the over here the IP address. We will give Ubuntu as your username. Just click it over here. I'll give the IP address which you have downloaded in the dev where in the download folder. Okay, just click it. Okay, so now you're into the terminal. Okay, now you're into the terminal. The first thing what we will do it, we will update the packages, right, using the sudo apt update, right? the package was getting updated. Okay, so with that I'm showing you that we have login to our server, right? EC2 instance as a Ubuntu user, and this is my public IP, right? And the private is IP is 72, this one which is in the monitoring. Okay, if we check host name, it should prompt me the private IP, right? This is a private IP which we are into login now. The second thing, the next step, what we will do, we will just switch to super user, right? Super user. Okay, the thing what we will do it now, when we are exceeding the next step for the building the project, we will create a one directory, right? To create the directory, where we are going to create, we will create the directory in var file. Okay, just we'll go into the var directory. Let me see what we have. We have content over here. There's a lot of content. Okay, this fine. The next step, what we will do, we will just name one of the directory, right? So let me see what we have given over here. I think we have given node app, right? So just to make, not to make any. Okay, fine. So what we will do it, we will keep it as I'll make one directory and I'll give it name as node app, right? I'll be moving to the directory, right? cd node app. If you check the path of the directory, the path of the directory is var. Okay, let me copy over here. pw directory is this one, right? Project directory. So we have saved over here. Okay, so what we did already, we have created one directory, right? So the next step, what we will do it, we'll go where we'll go to the repository. This is a repository, right? So what we will do it, we will try to clone the code first, because our motive is to make it build manually, right? So this is the branch. You have to go to this repository, Node.js repository. Okay, it's in my account. Then you have to check dev branch. Okay, the master branch is different. I'm working currently in the dev branch. So just I will check URL. Okay, so before that, let me check, do I have git installed in it? By default, Ubuntu has git installed in that. Okay, so I'll use the command git clone, right? I'll give my URL of the repo, so it start getting cloned, right? Because my repo is public, so I don't require any tokenize or any another things, right? If you LL here, you will be seeing that there is a one directory, right, which is the node directory. So if I go inside that node directory, if we check LL over here, so you'll be finding some I have some deploy index.js and the basic thing configuration I do have. Okay, the thing is over here, but the thing is that do we have node installed in our machine? No, we don't have, right? So what we will do it, we will install node. So let me create one more tab with the same thing. So just we will execute everything over from here. So I'll quickly switch to root users, right? Then I have a block that how to install our Node.js, right? So we'll be following the same thing because I don't want to take more time for of you, right? Just we'll go over here, right? We'll just copy paste the commands basically. Fine. Just a second, let me go over here. These are the commands, right? So just I'll copy the command, I'll go to the terminal and I will paste it over here. Okay, so just it's fetch all the contents related to dependencies, certificates, and the package, right? The package of Node.js. Okay, then afterwards what we have to do it, we have to install the Node.js, right? So the version we are going with the latest one, which is the 20. Okay, this is the 20 is the latest version. So if you go back to the terminal, if you click over here, so it will download some keys, right? The key and the packages depth node source. Okay, it's pulling from there, it's providing all the details. Okay, so then later on, if you check over here, then we already given the mention that we required which version, 20 version. If you required 18 16, then you can mention instead of 20. So we have gone with the latest, so I'll click it over here. So it start pulling the installing your node, right? So when the node is done, we will validate that is our node installation is completed or no, right? So this is also in the document. This document also I will update in GitHub. So from here also you can do it, right? So let me just validate that is my node is installed or no. Okay, I have npm packages. Let us check. The package manager is fine. So our one dependency prerequisite is completed. We have done this, right? So now the thing is that we will try to run our application using the commands, right? So before that, what we have to do it, we have to enable the security ports, right? So we have designed our script to run on 3000 port, right? This is the default port for Node.js JavaScript. I'll go to the security view, okay, then I'll go for inbound rule, then I'll go for the inbound rule, okay, then I will add the rule here as 3000, right, and I'll make it as 00, right. I'll make one more rule which I'll be using later on for the Jenkins for the automation CI/CD pipeline. I'll keep it over here. I'll mention that it should be for the Jenkins, and this is for my application, right? So this is only simple application coming with the text that welcome to the channel, okay? It's not much details in the application. So we have enabled the ports. Let's go to the directory now. So I'll be switching to the terminal because I'm in the directory now, right? So if you check over here, the readme document, so usually whenever whenever the developer write the code and he make anything, he makes one document, right? That is readme doc. We have to follow their instructions, right, to install or just to how to deploy or how to run this application. So I'll be following the same thing, okay? So first thing what I'm doing, I'm installing Node.js, right? Install npm install. Then what I will do it, I will just run the application with this, okay? So if I check over here, so it start running Node.js .js, right? So the thing is that when let me just go and access before. So what was my IP? Let me see the IP of this. It's getting loaded. I think it's taking time. So if you check over here, this is my IP, right? So just I will click it over here and I will give it here. What was my port number which I was running is 3000. Okay, my code is running now. Welcome to channel. Thanks you for subscribing. Okay, fine. This part is done. So now what we will do it now, if we just check it over here, my application is running, right? If I want to exit from here, it prompt me that Control-C, that means my application is stopped. So if I go over here and refresh it, you'll be finding there is no access, right? So to run in the background, we have another command, right? What we can use it, we can use in no-hook, okay? Just use no-hook command, just paste it over here. So if you enter over here, now you will see that the application is running in the background. Fine. Let me refresh this. I think it should be okay. So my application is running now. You should use HTTP, okay, not S, because we have not applied any SSL certificate for that to route HTTPs to HTTPS, okay, which will be going in the series. Now in the later of this video, we will be doing that in the next steps. Okay, another part of manual deployment is done. So now if you want to check it out, which on which port, I mean, what is a PID which is my application is consuming, what is running, is showing me that, okay, the port is 6065, right? So that is fine. If you want to check complete my server net in this instance, whatever the application are running, what are the process manager ID is there. So this is a command, networking command, which you have to remember. Netstat TUNM, that means it will indicate your TCP ports, here the UDP ports in the list formats, and this is a port for the numbers, how many. Okay, so it's showing me that you require a tool to install. Okay, fine, I will install this tool, no issue. Okay, fine. If you LL over here, okay, you have this. Now let me just go with the netstat. Okay, just let me zoom out. I think I got very boredom. Okay, here you will be seeing that 3000 port. Okay, this is the same node IP, PID, which is generating now. The thing is that if you check over here, now we are what we are doing, we are running our application, right? Our application is accessible, but the thing is that we require one process manager, right, to run everything, and we have to get the logs, and we need to collect the logs and what's connection is happening. So to make that Node.js application like to have the process, then it is npm2. If you check here over here, npm2, then you will be seeing that this is, this is a tool used to run, monitor, manage Node.js application with the built-in load balancer and zero turn reload. Okay, this is the thing. If you check on the default default file, okay, you'll be seeing that ecosystem file. Okay, ecosystem file. If you click over here, you'll be seeing some of the default configuration, how it's work. Okay, the modules in it simple. It is showing that the commands to run PM2 start, PM2 stop, PM2 restart, reload, delete. Okay, you can start work. Here is given that you can give the name of the app one. The script is in the root directory of our application, like code is in the here, and the file which is using that app.js, and it's in the production environment. We can have even in the development environment, we can specify the port numbers. Okay, these are some strings which used to be followed, so you can go and check it out over here. Okay, we can give access mode for the watch mode. If you want to make any changes in the code, then the watch mode should trigger and it should make the new build. So these things are there which you, when you do in the manual steps. Okay, so let me go back over here. Let me go back to the content. Let me Control L to clear the screen. Then what we will do it, the next step, what we will do it, we will just create one file. Okay, because my code is over here, right? So what I will do it, I'll use Nano editor. Nano is the editor which to create the files. So what I will do it, I will just create one file, the name with the ecosystem, right? Ecosystem.js. Okay, here I have to give the content, right? Let me just give that content also. Let me show you that what I have mentioned. Just let me copy over here and I will explain it now. Just paste it over here. Okay, so the node modules, okay, what we are using, we are giving the name as node app. Okay, so whenever you're checking the PM2 list, then you'll be seeing node app. Okay, we are using index.js because in our code we have like a index.js script we have written over there, right? Instance we are using one, you can make it multiple, right? Currently I have comment in that. No issue, we can, if you want you can enable auto start also, I don't require, and the watch mode also I don't require. Okay, and the port is 3000 by the default. Control X Y. Okay, now the thing is that we already install, we have created the file for the PM2, but the thing is that we have not installed the PM2, right? So in this case what we will do, we will install PM2 globally. Either you can copy the code from here, or just you go over then the Google and just search it out how to install PM2, right? PM2 globally command, just insert over here, then you will see that the npm install g, right? Okay, this is the output which we have in our document, also the same thing, right? Simple steps. Just go and click it over here. Global in the sense is for the complete instance, not for the limited directory. Okay, it fetch all the contents like dependency, and it will install PM2. So just wait for a few seconds. Okay, if I check PM2 ls, then I'll be finding that there is no application is running on that. See, it has prompted me that also that this command is there, and if you check over here, that indicates that PM2 is installed successfully in that instance. So what we will do it, PM2 start, the file which we have written is ecosystem.config, right? If we start it over here, let me zoom out and do PM2 ls, right? So it's showing me that node app default fork is showing me error. So let me just see it. Okay, fine, I'll do one more thing. I have my application which is running on 3000 port, right? So the thing what we have to do, first we have to delete, because we have running application over here, right? So if I check PM2 logs, let me see this also. So it's saying that already, okay, already the 3000 port is listing somewhere and it's running the application. So what application we are running? The one which I showed just we started in the manual steps, right? ls of 3000. Just let me show one more again. Does my logs, the logs are saying that on the port number 3000, when application is running, so if the PM2 start ecosystem file, ecosystem file, okay, I'm unable to start this application. It's prompt me this error, right? So let me check to confirm that is any application on this instance is consuming 3000 port. If you click it over here, it's showing that yes, one node application is running, PID is that. So what we will do it, we will just kill it manually. Okay, so the thing is that if you validate here, if you validate over here, our PM2 is running, right? PM2 ls, sorry, PM2 ls, right? So we have the PID over here. So we have done some of the changes in the in our file, right? If I go over here, just I will see that I have changed some code, right? So let me make it let's say I'll make it 670, right? One more time just to validate that. Then control X, then Y. I have changed the code, hit enter. Okay, if you check it over here with the file, I have changed some editing in that. Okay, so now what we will do it, if you PM2 start index, sorry, PM2 start echo file, right? So that is showing that the application is running and it's fine, right? PID, the PM2 ls echo index. So let me go and validate, does we have any change in our code? Yes, we have the code change here, 670, right? Fine, this part is successfully done, right? The next thing what we will do it in the sense, okay, the user is root, right? So what we will do it, we will just create one script. Okay, no issue, let's go for the next step. What we will do it, we will just use Jenkins for the automation, right? So what I will do it, I will just go and outside of this directory, or let me go to the default directory, right? So what I will do it, I will create one more shell script over here just with the name of Jenkins.sh, because our target is to create one file. Okay, nano editor we are using to create this file. Okay, and then what we will do it, we will paste the commands to install Ubuntu Jenkins installation, right? If you go over here, then it will prompt you that how to install your Jenkins, right? The dependencies are first you have to install what? You have to install Java, right? To install the Java, I have to copy only this command. Okay, I'll go over here and I will just hit enter. I will paste the command over here and I will add -y. It should not prompt me during running the script that I have to type yes. Okay, just I will comment this line. Let me go here and comment line. Okay, install Java for Jenkins, right? So we have installed the Java, so we have rewritten the script. Next step, install package and Jenkins in installation, right? Just I will check the copy. Just I will go here. We are going with the long-term, right? Long-term code. Just I'll copy all the code, right? LTS version. Just I will go over here and I will paste it here, right? So I have to give Y so that it should not prompt me any to like permissions, right? I'm giving all the permission here. Then what we will do it, just to run the application, right? We have to enable the Jenkins also, right? So we'll make it enable, right? For every restart, like when if my application getting boosted, like rebooted or anything happens, then we have to start it. Okay, just copy over here. This is optional, but still I'll make it in my script. Just we should not miss out any points. Okay, just hit enter here, then control X and Y. Okay, if you cat over here Jenkins set script, then you will be seeing that okay, this is a shell script, okay, which we are going to use for the installation of Jenkins. Okay, Jenkins hyphen version. We check it over here. Sorry, hyphen version. So it's showing me that there is no command, right? Because we have not installed the Jenkins. So let me try to run this shell script, right? Where we are. What happened? what name we have given. Let me just see it over here, ll here. So I have Jenkins, right? So what I will do it, just I will give Jenkins .sh, right? Just to run the Jenkins. So let me see, it's showing me the permission is denied. So what you have to do it, you have to give executable permission, right? Change owner, no, chmod to the change modification plus X, because by default there is no such permissions required. There is no executable permission for that. If you ll here, then it's showing that yes, executable permission is there. If you just validate these two things, here is not executable permissions. Here we have executable permission and it is in the green color. That means you have the executable permissions. Just ./j tab. Then you start over here. It will deploy, right? It will install your Jenkins over here, and it will provide you the status also. Okay, so that you can go and access your Jenkins. Meanwhile, what we will do it, we'll go back to the terminal, AWS. Then we will copy the IP again. Okay, we'll just turn it off. We don't require this, we don't require this, and I will paste it over here, and I will give 8080 port, right? So it's showing that there is no application is running over here. So just we will wait for the few seconds so that our Jenkins should be up and running. Then we will try to access again. So our Jenkins is installed, right? It's from me that the key also which we have to paste it. So let me go over here and let me try. Yes, it's up and running. Just insert over here, just log in, right? So I will give installation suggestion plugins. Fine, it will install some of the plugin by default. Just we will wait for the few seconds so that our plugins get installed, right? So I'll pause the video to just to minimize the, our plugins got installed. So what I will keep it username as admin default, because we are using for the tests only for demo purpose. In real-time scenario you have to change it, admin 123, right? Full name I will keep it admin, right? I'll keep my email address, no issue. Just save and continue. Fine, save and finish. So our application Jenkins is working. We are able to access it now, right? The second part, what we will do it, we cannot provide like IP and 3080, right, to access our Jenkins server. So what we will do it, we will create one reverse proxy. Okay, it should be running on the domain, right? Any domain. So for that case, what we will do it, we'll go back over here and we will install, let me just go Control-C, and we will install the things. We install in the sense we will install Nginx web server, right? Before that we will update the packages, apt update, right, to update the packages. And the command which we installed in Nginx, that is sudo apt nginx, right? So if you copy over here and paste it in the terminal, just it will install Nginx, right? Nginx-v, so it proved me the version of Nginx. This is Nginx, right? So the next step what we required after installing the Nginx, we have to make it start on the boot, right? So Nginx is starting, so I will enable Nginx over here and it will just keep it enabled, right? And the next part what we have to do it, we have to check the Nginx, right? Nginx status. So it's showing me that it's working and it's running. By default the path for the Nginx is because we have to do the reverse proxy, right? So what we will do it, we will go and we will create one file, right? The default path for the configuration is cd, it will be in the etc Nginx site availables. If you check it over here, you'll be finding the default one configuration file, right? So what we will do it, we will create one more file with the nano editor stating that it should be for the Jenkins reverse proxy, right? Just let me see. Okay, so here what we have to do it, we have to write some of the configuration file just to make Nginx our Jenkins to run on our port, right? We will be attaching a subdomain to it. So just I will give it over here, and I will give the name as we have a subdomain for that. Okay, so what we will do it, I will give the subdomain name. So let me go over here, and I'll go, our hosting is here, so I will be adding one domain, so I'll be giving Jenkins, right? And what is the IP address of that, I will be copying over here, and I will be pasting over here, right? Choose an option, it should be A entry, right? And I have given the IP address of my EC2 instance server, and I have given Jenkins. Fine, just have the over here, so just we'll wait for the few seconds, it will update the DNS, so it will prove me that okay, fine, this is updated. Fine, it's proved me that it's updated. If you check it over here, right, so what is my domain is ASIM, right? ASIM cloud. Let me copy over here, and I will go here, and I will paste it here. And the subdomain what we have given is a Jenkins, right? Let me validate the spelling so that I should not be any. Here is a one entry, Jenkins, right? So jenkins.asimcloudtech.com. Okay, fine. This part I'll just explain you that the server name, this is the domain or the subdomain name, which we are saying that whenever the request hit from the browser for jenkins.asimcloud.com, it should redirect it to this instance. That means that is a local IP of this instance. If you're mentioning that is a local IP, that means it will be considered this server IP. Okay, even you can give your IP address of your instance or local, and the port whichever the application is running on 8080, it should divert. It should like provide the service content to the jenkins.asimcloud.com. Okay, I'll click yes prompt. Okay, after that I will check is there any syntax error in that. If we check with this command, so it's showing that there is no syntax error, right? Then afterwards what you have to do, you have to make a symbolic link in Jenkins, right, in the Nginx. So this is a mandatory things. The reason for that also I will let you know. See, if you go back over here, if you check LL over here, you have two directories: site enables, site available, or site enable. Whenever we are creating the file in a site available, it has to be mapped into site enable. Just I will see it, it should be same configuration. Just I will show you, we have created and we have mapped, right? So if you go over here, if you LL here, so it's showing, see, where you have one file in this enable directory, but that is linked, super linked from site available. So this part is also done. So we will just check nginx-t. So it's showing me the syntax is fine. So after that, what we have to do it, in the sense we have done this. After that, we will restart our Nginx service. Okay, just restart Nginx service. Okay, Nginx service. So let me check the status of our Nginx, right? No issue, we'll go for the other terminal and I'll paste it over here. Why is not showing me over here? Let me see. Okay, sorry, I have to use status. I'm just restarting it. Nginx, so it's prompting that Nginx is active. Okay, and then now the thing is that if you see over here, we are accessing the Jenkins with IP address of my instance and port number, right? So what we will do it over here, I'll go for the Jenkins dot asim, right, cloud tech.com, right? This is a domain what we have given. So for case now we cannot access is the reason. I'll tell you that reason also. So the thing is, I have to mention HTTP, right? We have not installed any SSL certificate. The reason is not accessing. So if you access now, let me just copy and try in the new terminal. Jenkins.asimcloudtech.com. Fine, this is fine. So let me just access this thing. Let me check what we have missed out. Cloud Tech, right? So what we have given, Jenkins.asyncloudtech.com those response firewall 8080 is fine. If you check it over here, this is also fine. Why it's not reading? It should read, right? Let me see the configuration file once again. Okay, I'll go back to here. Let me go cd over here, back cd sites available, right? LL over here. If you go for nano Jenkins, right? I have given Jenkins cloud server name is fine. Asym Cloud Tech. I have given asymcloudtech.com. Jenkins server name is fine. What are the application running over here? It should be report to 8080 localhost is fine. This also is fine. Control S. Let me see the status of system CTL, right? Nginx. So it's showing me that Nginx is working fine. Let me review this. Does we have added let me review this. Okay, fine, I have resolved the issue. Can you guess what was the error? The thing is that we have not enabled our security groups, right? We have not enabled 80 port and 443, right? 80 is for the HTTP and HTTPS we have 443, right? This is the default ports. So our ports are closed. That's the reason we are not able to connect to our server. So just go over here and we will add two more rules, one for HTTP, right? This is over here. Okay, this is the ITA port which was not open, and HTTPS, that is 443 by the default, and I will make it available everywhere, right? So as I save it over here, as I refresh over here, so now what happens, I will be seeing that Jenkins I'm able to log in, right? So the password I have given over here, I'll be using again the same password which I have given before. So this is a way in the real-time scenario you have to create one domain, right? We have to assign one domain to your Jenkins server, right? So now the part is that whenever the content is passing from my, like this is the dashboard, and to the server, that is going in non-encrypted way. That is a not good practice, right? So if you see over here, your connection is to this site is not secured. So we have to make it secure so that in the transit, if some content is get hacked, that also should be encrypted way, that it should not be accessed, or it should not be in the readable type. It will be something like dot, this, dot characters, which will not be, you know, readable by the hacker. So that practice we required one SSL certificate, and if you go for SSL certificate provider, there are multiple providers, right? In the market, the best one is a DG cert. Okay, let me show you that also. If I have DG cert, right? One of the best company for SSL certificate. If you go and check it over here, the banking applications, SBI and everywhere, so you'll be finding that the key in the one, let me go and check it over here. So if you check hit over here, then you will be seeing that you know, the provider, let me see who is the provider. See, this is DigiCert. This is a very costly, okay, this is a US company, INC, and they are providing the certificate for that. Okay, so this is the way, but in our tutorial we are not going to buy for the million, like $1,000 or $4,000 certificate. So we have one more option, that is Let's Encrypt. That is ORG, okay, non-organization profit. Okay, open certificate is provide you the free automated open certificate. As we are working for the dev environment, so we'll be using this certificate for our domains. Okay, so in this case we'll go back to the terminal. Okay, I'll be to the root user, where I'm in the root user. I'm in this terminal. These two are the same server, just I'm using two server. One is for like to being in the directory of my project, another one is for just to do monitoring and any other things. For that we required some some packages. We required certbot is a tool which request let's encrypt to issue certificate. For that we require dependencies, right? So the thing is that first what we have to do, we have to update our packages. The first step, we will update the packages, right? Then we will install Python, right? P3 certbot dependencies. Just go over here. If you install over here, then it will prompt you press Y. Then we can check it out, is our certbot is installed or no, with the command certbot -certbot -v, right? It should prompt you that certbot -v. Okay, we have mistake, certbot -v. What happened? Certbot -v, certbot -. Okay, fine. This is saying that there's something else plugins. Okay, so anyways, just go click it over here. Okay, what we will do now in the next step, that we have installed over here, right? The second thing is that we will request certbot to issue the certificate for my domain. So I'll be going over here and I will pasting here the command. Let me show you the command. Sudo, we are requesting through certbot to issue the certificate, right? Issue the certificate. So just I'll be using Nginx as a web server, right? So the domain you have to give domain Jenkins include. Just hit enter. Start asking the email address. Okay, I have to give the email address, right? Because that will be issued over there, and it will be used for the communication later on. That if my certificate date expired, they will send me reminder stating that. Okay, fine. So it's taking time. Just click yes. Yes, we are following your terms and conditions. Yes, we are following that too. So we are requesting. So it is saying that your email is valid and everything is valid. So we will be requesting the certificate for Jenkins, right? For my domain. So it's showing me that successfully domain deployed certificate for subdomain, and where it is there, it is in the Jenkins file. Okay, in the path which is given, and it's showing me that it is for now is added as HTTPS, that means secure shell, right? So in this case, if I go over here, right, just copy over here cd and the path. Okay, just let me see cat what was the file name, Jenkins, right? You'll be seeing here there is addition, right? See, the edition is over here, which we have not created, but by default they have installed SSL certification, the keys, that is one full chain key, and the second is private key.pem. Okay, managed by certbot. So now what will be the outcome result of that is that if I go over here and I will refresh this, so it should take me back, right, stating that it is now HTTPS, that means it's secure shell. If you click it over here, connect it here and check it over here, then it show me that yes, this is issued for domain and it is by let's encrypt, and this is validate like it's getting terminated after I mean it's expire on April 18. So this part you have to view it. So we can enable one more step, that you can create a cron jobs, right, to make it renewal every day so that it should not expire. So this is optional way, we are not doing this. Okay, so I'll just make it default, right? So now we already seen that certificate is already issued, right? It has been matched over here. So the next part, what we will do it, we'll go back to the directory, right? Let me just give Control L. Okay, I'll check it over here. Okay, so what we will do it now, just I will just delete the existing file, which is the old file. Okay, and we will create one deploy.sss file. Okay, we will create one deployed as SSS script. Okay, for that we will use nano editor, right? Then we have to go over here. Then what we will do it, we will write with the scratch. Okay, just the first step what we have to do it, we will give bin bash, right? Hash slash bin slash bash, right? This is the default. Then what we will do it, we will give the command so that it should remember that navigate to the directory, right? Directory of Jenkins just a second, right? Workspace, right? So we required the path for that. Currently we have not made any pipeline. Then afterwards what we will do it, we'll copy the files to our project, right? Directory. This path we already know that we already copied before, right? So I will give the path over here, right? var and node app. So I will say that cp command, right? Cp command to add the content. I'll give cursive so that it should add, and I will give the star so that it should add all the workspace content over here to my directory. Where is my directory? It's in the node app, right? So I have a node app, and that I have everything. Fine, this part is done. Then afterwards I will say that please navigate to this navigate to the directory, right? Directory, and I'll give the path of this. Okay, after copying the content, please go inside the directory of this. Okay, then I will say that please find the PID on which my application, if the application is running, process PID of instance, right? So just I will go over here, and the port, which port is working, so it's working on 3000, right? That part is done. Then what we have to give it, I have to give the command, right? PID. This is a command which you can check it out. So what happens, it will just pick up whichever the ID is there running on lsof, the command, then -t, the tag, and then then I'll give 3000, right? So whatever the 3000 port the application running, so it will pick up that PID and it will keep it up with him. Then later on what it will do, it will, if the PID is not empty, then it will kill that PID. Okay, kill it. Fine. So for that we will give one condition that, okay, just bracket, just I'll make the document for that, and I will paste it over here, right? So just if command, then I'll keep the name, and sorry, then I will say that whatever the IP you have traced above, please take it. Okay, so I'll give the $PID. Then afterwards I will give S, and I will say that please, no, just a second, I missed out, bin, right? Bin root. Then I have to give bin bash root, right? So this command we already done. So then afterwards I'll give fy command just to close it. Fine. Then after what we will say that please stop, then after killing that, stop the PM2 either, right? PM2 process, right? And I will say that use the command PM2 stop, and the file what we have ecosystem.config.js, right? This is a script which we have made to start our application, right? After that what you have to do it, you have to install the dependency, right? Node dependency. So the command is use npm install, right? We are in the project directory itself. Then afterwards use the command to start the application, right? Start app with PM2, right? So I will give the command over here, then I will say that please PM2 start ecosystem, sorry, system, okay, ecosystem dot config, sorry, config.js. I have given this command also so that it should prompt me that it should start my application. Fine. After the application is started, so I'll give the condition that just to prompt me output that our script is successfully run. So I'll give the echo command and I will paste over there that the process, the deployment is successful and running on port 3000 with a new PID of instance, right? PID of instance and PM2 as well, because we have stopped the PM2 above, right? We have stopped the PM2 above, then we are using to start it over here. Then what we will do it, then later on, just I will say that please Control X, Y, exit, right? Then what we have to do it, then if you allow here, you will be finding one deploy.sh, right? But we have not providing the executor permission to that. So change owner plus X executable permission, sorry, change mode, I'm confused, change mode plus executive permissions to deploy.sh, right? If you LL over here, then you'll find the deploy.sh. Okay, let me check the validate is my list screen is working on. Let me zoom out PM2 ls. So you'll be finding that one PID is there on which our application is accessible. If I check over here, my application is accessible, right? So, and if I check it over here, what is the instance PID, then I should be able to see this is a PID of instance, right? Sorry, on this application. So now let me just run the shell script. I'll give dot and I will say deploy, right, and run the script. So I found some syntax error. Let me review that. It should not have been, but still no issue. Deploy.sh, right? So what was that error? I've given the error. Let me review. Let me go first back, right? Just let me copy fi and this, I'll paste it over here and I will see what are the error. No such file in the bin bash root /bash root, right? So the thing is that I'm getting error first is there is no such file available, right? So I have to edit that file. So what I will do it, just I will go over here and I will open the editor, then I'll go back and I will review over here. Then might be I have to provide the condition. I think I have missed out to provide. The thing is okay, I missed out the space. What else I have missed out? PID is fine, then S is fine, condition is fine, S bin bash root is fine, then I have given fi is fine. Okay, so I think I have done right. So let me try again one more time to deploy it. So it's showing me that prompting fi error in the 24. So we have resolved one. Let me go to line 24. I can use the command slash, right? Control slash 24. So it's showing me fi command. So what is the mistake of that I have been using? Okay, boss, we have given PID is not empty, kill that. Then okay, PID, then okay, fine, no issue. We did some mistakes. Okay, we will resolve that, no issue. Supposed to close this bracket, right? Close this bracket and then I'm supposed to give it, right? So then afterwards then okay, then we will be using sudo command, right? Just to go and I will give the tag as kill the application. We missed this part. Okay, I'll give you 9 for the permission. Then I will say whatever the you have taken the PID above, just kill that. Okay, is I think we have done correct now. Just go here, then we will just go back. Okay, Control X Y, save. Let me try to run now. Hierarchical file ecosystem. Oh यार क्या हो गया यार. Ecosystem dot file ecosystem start. Okay, so just a second. This is fine, I have saved. Let me start it again. It's taking time. Let's see. The script are successfully run. Let me see PM2 ls. Then I should be finding new PID. Let me validate. This is 39, right? If you go over here, okay, this is fine. New ID has been generated. If you check over here, LSOFI-3000, then it's showing me that the new PID generated for instance also. So that means our new code is deployed. 47039. Let me see what was the last one. Okay, this also successfully run. Okay, the part is that who is running this as a root user, right? So the thing is that we will go and we'll create one Jenkins file, right? We'll create one Jenkins file, Jenkins pipeline, through which we will now automate everything. Fine. We'll go for the new item. Then I will be using my credentials to log in. Time, right? Admin 123. Keep me signed in. Just go over here. Fine. Now manually we try to deploy with the new code. Okay, whenever we pull to this directory from the GitHub directly the new code, okay, like gclone, then if you run your shell script, then everything whatever the new code is there, that will be deployed, okay, with the new PIDs, and you can be accessible. Now we want to remove the manual intervention. We'll going back to CI/CD application. So that is Jenkins, right? So I will say node app, right? Node app. Then I will take it freestyle. Just go ahead there. It's taking time. So I will say demo for project, right? Just to remember. Then I'll take source code here. Then I'll go for GitHub account. Then I'll copy my URL of the repo. Just paste it over here. My repo is public, so I don't require any credentials. Then the branch is dev, right? From dev branch we are working on. So let me go and validate you. Yes, the branch is dev. So just go over here, and this is fine. This is also fine. Here we will keep it only discard old builds just to minimize with the 2, right? The space and everything. We are going with the DevSecOps, right? Build steps. Just I will go with the execute shell. Then I will say cd. What is my project directory? That is cd var node apps, right? Cd node app. Paste it over here. Then what I have over there, let me just pwd the script, right? Okay, this is the script. PID, sorry, present working directory, right? Just go over there. Then you do it sudo, right? Sudo / deploy .sh, right? So I'm just mentioning that in the Jenkins, after you're getting fetching all our code from the GitHub, then please move to our directory, that is project directory. Okay, let me just add that also. This is our project. Move to project directory. Okay, sorry. Then I will say execute the script to deploy our new code. Overwrite old code with the new code, right? .sh. I will save it, sorry, apply and save it. Okay, let me cross check if I missed out anything. Let me go in the configure. I will see this is fine, this is fine, dev is there, I have added to script. Okay, this is fine. Now what we will do it, we will execute this pipeline. Just build it now. Just we will wait. I am sure that this build will be failed. The reason that the Jenkins user don't have the permission to execute the shell permissions, right? Shell script, so that it will prompt me that a sudo password is required, right? So what we have to do the step, it fetch all the content right from the repo, then it's executed this, then it sudo.sch, the terminal is to read and is requiring your password. So in that case we cannot create the password and give it to them. So to avoid this issue, so what we can do it first, so now what we will do it, we have faced like our build got failed, right? So what we will do now, just we will switch to Jenkins user, right? Sudo I, sudo u, and the Jenkins, right? So we are switching in the Jenkins user. The purpose of switching this one is that we will try to deploy this as a script, run this script. Okay, being Jenkins user, if we are successfully able to run this script being Jenkins user, then we can in the Jenkins pipeline also we can do that. Okay, so first thing we will see what is a blocker for us. So I'll go to the directory, then I'll go to complete directory, then I have LL over here. Okay, LL will not work, no issue. Then we have another command. Now what I will do it, I will try to run our deployed as sh, right, being root. So I have to be sudo, then deploy, sudo I have to give, because I have to work, if I want to run, then it has to be sudo, right? So because it's the root access, so I'll use deploy.sh. let me try. Then it's prompting me the password, right, for the Jenkins. So what I will do it now to avoid these things, so what we have to do is, being the root user, we have to add something in vi studio. So I'll switch to the other terminal, right, where I'm the root user. Then I'll command like vi sudo, right? So if you check it over here, then here is the permissions for everything. You check it over here, only for the sudo there is no permissions, right? If you switch to root user, then it has all the privileges. Excluding root, there is no privileges given to any such kind of users. So for that we have to add some of the things, right? So we have to add the permissions for that. Okay, so from where you can find it, you can find it in the Google or anywhere. Just I will show you that. Okay, so just what you have to do it, you have to go below of that and you have to add 2 lines. Okay, this basically we are adding this, saying that Jenkins users should have all the permission, does not require the password. Then I will add as a safety, it doesn't require, but still as a safety I'm adding one more line stating the script. For this script I want to run. Okay, so if I want to run being a Jenkins user deploy.sh, then you should not prompt me any passwords, right? So I can be able to run as a root user also. Control yes, fine. So we have saved as a vi studio, right? We have edited and we have added some of the privileges to Jenkins. Then afterwards what we will do, we will restart our Jenkins server. So system ctl Jenkins restart, right? No, sorry, I have to give restart over here, restart, right, Jenkins server. So it will take few seconds and the server will be running stage. Okay, let me check the status now. Status, right? So it's showing me this up and running. Okay, fine, we'll move back again here and we will be another terminal. This is for the root terminal. Okay, I am being here using Jenkins terminal. Okay, now I will try to run this command, right? Let me see I'm able to run this script now. Okay, so now let me see one more thing, that okay, does it killing any PID and it's generating the new PIDs. Let me see that. So it show me that 81147, right? What was the previous? I don't think so I have, right? So what we were doing, being here as a root, I will try to get the information before I start that command, right? I then 3000, right? I'll get the PID which is learning, and PM2 LS, right? So let me zoom out so that I can get all the content. So yes, I have two IDs, right? So let me start again my content, the file, sorry. I will run the shell script again, right? Then let us see over here, does it change anything in the PID? The PID was 50. Yes, PID has been changed. That means our old build has been killed and the new has been generated. Let me see the PID of PM2. Yes, that also is done. So that being a Jenkins user, okay, being a Jenkins user, I'm able to run this shell script, right? This shell script. So now our task is done successfully. So now what we have to do it, we have to switch back to the Jenkins, right? So we have to go again here. Okay, if you check it over here, so it showed me what was the error in the build. It was an error that okay, it was asking me the password, so it has rejected, right? So now what we will do it, we will go back again, we will deploy it again. Okay, we will build now. So just wait for the few seconds. So see it over here, if you check the console output, then it will show you that okay, it already killed the PM2, right? It have stopped the ecosystem file. Then it's used the command PM2 start your new application with the new code. Okay, so we have not changed the code, but still we are doing it manually with the existing same code. Okay, so it has saying that the PID is 917, right? What was the last PID? It was this, right? So let me check again. Does the PID, let me review, being the root user, let me see that okay, 917. Okay, does that is matching? Yes, it's matching over here, right? This is a part. Let me show you. This is a part, right? This is a part. Fine. If you go over here, here is a part which I'm discussing it. Okay, so fine. If I check it over here, then let me check the instance also, right? It's saying that 1284, right? What was the previous? So I'm able to do it successfully now. So what is the pending thing from us? If you go it over here, you'll find that we successfully done. Let me just point it over here. We have pushed the code to the GitHub. Okay, I have the code over. We have installed Node.js. We have installed npm dependencies. We have created let me take this color. We have created this part, right? We have done this part. We have done this part, right? This all the part is done. Even Jenkins SSL also is fine. So what we have done, we have provided SSL certification for that. Okay, by using Nginx. So now the thing is that we have deployed to EC2 instance, right? So we are able to access through it. Let me just show you. Let's go and review our content. So you're seeing that okay, see our content is visible, right? So in that sense, that makes sense, right? We are able to access that through our web server using via Nginx, right? So now we required SSL certification for that also, right? Before that, what we will do it, we will just create a webhooks so that it should not, whenever the code is changed, we should be triggered automatically. I'll go to the repo setting, then I'll go down over here. Where was that? Webhooks over here. Then I will edit here, right? Then it will ask me prompt password. Okay, fine. And then no way. What I will do it, just I will go back to the webhook. I'll create one more new one. Add webhook. Okay. Just a second. Okay, fine. And I will take it the URL of the Jenkins. Let me see. What was that? We were using https example.com post receive that. Okay, so just I will add it http:// colon, right? And what was the IP of our instance? Our IP of our instance was this. We will be pasting over here, and I will give it 808, sorry, I will give it 8080 port number. Then I will give it GitHub, right? I'll give it webhook, right? This is what we have given. We will go with the JSON one, and I will add the webhook over here. I don't require any secret. Just let me see. Just I have given correct or wrong. Let me review it with the IP HTTPS. Three dot 3.100, right? 3.100. Let me see it over here. What we did the mistake. HTTP webhooks. Did we do anything? Why is not getting us the webhooks? Stating that when you change your IP to be accessed with the subdomain, right? So in that case, this one doesn't work. So what we have to do is, I will copy my right? Then afterwards, I have to give it a GitHub and the webhook, right? Webhook. Let me just add it. This is a way, okay, and I have to enable SSL certification because we already installed SSL certification for that, right? So the content type will be application JSON, right? Application JSON. Just we will update this. Okay, let me repeat once again. The error was that we were using IP address instead of a domain because we have added domain for this, right? So just I will add the domain and GitHub webhooks as this is a default URL, the standard way, and we will enable SSL verification, which will be secured way. Then I will update the webhooks, right? So if you check the delivery over here, then it is showing that it is pinged. Okay, so that means our ping is already done. Okay, meanwhile what we have to do it, one more thing. So we're stuck. This is the way when you're stuck by, you can go and check it over here. Here you'll be finding one recommendations from them, okay, stating that this is the results. Okay, so this is the runtime errors which is causing for everyone. So we'll try to resolve. Okay, I am not going to hide any errors, fine. And one more thing, what we have to do it, we have to review that does we have installed the plugin or no. Okay, if I go over here, then in the installed plugin, I'll be seeing that GitHub integration plugin should be available. If I enter here, sorry, I mistyped, right? GitHub API Git. See, this is the plugin, right? So this is the plugin we require to install it. Okay, so I have existing here, no issue, fine. Then we'll move back to our project CI/CD. Then I'll go for the configure. In this case, what we have to do it that we have to enable one more thing. That is, we have to make it GitHub hook trigger for Git source code management pooling, right? So I will apply and I will save it over here. So our connection is fine. In that case, what we have to do it, we'll go back over here. Fine, I'll go to the dev branch because dev branch is updated one which we are working currently, okay, for this project. In this case, what I will do it, I will just go in let's say index.js, right? So here we will do some of the editing, just small change, not major change. Okay, so I will say that welcome to okay, thank you very much, right? Just we added stuck, and I will commit over here so that it should be when I'm accessing over here, so it should be changes, right? Thank you very much. Does I did anything wrong? Let me see. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, so let me go and check it out. Is my Jenkins Repo? I was having two, right? So let me see it. Does we have any? So it was 22 minutes before. So let me commit over here. So it should trigger the pipeline. Cloud and DevOps. Sorry. Let me cancel the changes. I will add it over one more time. Okay, then cloud and DevOps awesome YouTube channel, right? So I will commit the change over here. So let me just see it is the pipeline triggers or no. Which branch I'm working over here, the dev branch. So why does it not changing over here? Let me see the configuration. Git CI/CD. Okay, credentials, branches, dev. We have done pool SCCM. We added over here apply. So it should trigger it. Let me see once again. If we go over here in the dev branch, so I have a push before 30 seconds, right? So let me go and check it out. Is it pinging or no again? What is the error I'm facing? Okay, what happened? It was working fine. Let me review once again. Get up webhooks. Okay, I missed out the slash. Come on, man. Okay, let me edit one more time. Update it. Okay, just here. Update. So it should trigger now. Let me see. Let me remove this all. Let me add HTTPS copy over here, JSON, and save it now. Okay, fine. Now I think that is fine. So I think we have missed that something. Okay, fine. I'll go back. I'll go back now. Okay, to over here. Then let me check. I will add one more thing over here. Just this time I will just what I will do it. Just I will do small changes. Right. Follow the gate. Just I'm checking out is my GitHub get triggers trigger my pipeline or no. Let me see. Yes, now it's successfully triggered. Okay, so it start building up because we have changed before also, right? So I'll show you that change on the live. See, we have added here. Thank you very much, right? So let's see if the build is successful. The build is successful. Let me refresh it. Thank you very much, right? These are changes what we have done. So let me review one more time. Let's go over here to the code, then to the dev branch, right? To the dev branch, and let me change it over here in the index.sh file. Right, I will just edit over here. Then I will say that thank you very much, right? Thank you very much for subscribing. Welcome to Asim. Over here. Let me welcome to Asim. Just I will add it over here, the content, right? So just I will add a few lines over here, just, and I will commit over here. Let me see that it's triggering again or no. Okay, so we will just wait for a few seconds and we will see it over here. So it should trigger my pipeline now. Okay, now it's getting built. If you go over here and just check it out, so it will show you that what changes has been done. It has built news and it has been deployed, right? Okay, using as a root user. So if I go over here and refresh it, so I should be able to see. Let me go and check it out over here again one more time, so that it should refresh. Okay, see, the thing is that it's not getting refreshed, right? Welcome to Asim YouTube channel. This is the one which we have changed it now, right? So this successfully done. So what we have done up to now is, in this case, is that we have given these things also, right? So what we will do it again, we'll go back to the instance, okay, and we will go back. Let me go over here. I'll be as a root user now. Okay, just I will go cd ect and nginx, right? Nginx. Then what I will do it, I will go to sites available, right? LL over here. Then I have a file. Then I will make it as a node app one more nano. Before that, what I will do it, just I will say that copy Jenkins, right, to what we will give it, node app, right? If you LL over here, you will be finding node app. So now we'll go in the node app, right? Nano node app. Usually what we are doing, we are giving our application a reverse proxy. Okay, so I will change the name over here. I'll give it as app, right? app.tech.com, right? So, and what's the port we are running our application is 3000, right? So this part also we are working on it, and this part we don't require because we have not assigned this. This is not related to that. Okay, and host is this, we don't require. Let me review it one more time so that I should not mess up. Okay, we don't require this. Control K, right? If we go over here, then it should be 2 after that. Okay. So I'll give that bracket. Fine. Okay, so we have done this. We have mentioned the name, SimCloud 3000 port and control plus Y. So let me check the syntax. Nginx -t, there should not be any. Okay, now what we will do it, we will create one symbol link between them. Okay, so just I will copy over here and I will paste it in the terminal, and the file name I have to change it because we are using node app, right? Node app configuration reverse proxy file. So node just app, node app. I'll hit enter over here, so it's copied. Okay, so now what we will do it, we will restart our system, right? Nginx. So just go over here, copy the paste, restart your Nginx. Fine. Just hit restart it, and after that check the status of Nginx. Status, right? It's for me that it's working fine. So now what we have to do it, in the sense, just I will take the name of the file, right? This app dot, okay, fine, app we have given. So I'll go back quickly to minimize the time. Just I will add one more entry. Just I will take it I will add app over here. Okay, and I will copy the same IP address, because in the same IP address we are running our application. Just I will add over here. It will take the DNS is updating. Fine, this is fine. We already updated, right? We have added these things. So now let me go quickly to the terminal. So Control X, fine. So now we already done. So now what we will do it, just I will take the name over here, where we have our website is running. Just I will take it app dot, right, what was the name what we are using, Asim Cloud Tech, right? Just go asimcloud.com, right? What we have to give it, app. So we are able to access our application through the domain, right? So we will close this part, we don't require this. So now what happened is showing that it's not secure, right? So what we will do it, we will go again back over here, and what we will do it, we will request a certificate from Nginx. So here what we will do it, we will just copy the over here the command, and I will paste it over here. Then I will say that please request set board let's encrypt to issue one more certificate for my domain. So I'll paste it over here, I will hit it over here, then I will wait for the few seconds. So it's starting issuing the certificate, and it will be added to the configuration file which we have made it, right? We have made it a node app, right? So it's saying that issue successfully, and where it has stored in the node app. So if we check it over here, let me show you the cat node app, then you should be able to see it over here, right? So see it showing that is already certificate has been issued to this domain. So now if you go over here and if you refresh here, you should be able to see now HTTPS, okay? And if you check it over here, and it will provide you that it is issued by Let's Encrypt. This is how you make your domains and subdomains secure way. Whenever the transition go from here, the client, this is the client, right? Server webs, whichever is showing the client, and the server which is running is the server. Client and the server interaction should be encrypted way. So this is perfectly fine. We have integrated that, and let's come to the to-do list what we have done up to now. If you see up over here, okay, we have done this part. If you check it over here, we already this is pending, right? We have installed Linux is fine, this is fine. We have given SSL certification also, right? We deployed on this, we have assigned the domain for this and for this Jenkins also, and we are changing the GitHub repo in the repository some code, and it's getting auto triggered. The part is SonarQube is pending, only the state is pending. So we have to scan over the CAD, right? We have to scan over the code, right? So for that, what we will do it, just we'll go quickly, okay? We'll go quickly and will not take much time. I think I'm taking your most time, but this the time what we have consuming is very important. You're going to learn a lot of things in this only one tutorial, okay? The first thing what we will do it, we will run SonarQube on the container, okay? And we will integrate in that part, okay? So for that, what we have to do it, first we will install the Docker over here, right? Let me just keep it side by side so that to minimize the time. Right, I have to, sorry, just I'll be over here, and what I will do it, I will install Docker, okay? Then what I have to do it, I have to add the Docker Ubuntu in the Docker user, right? So we have to add these privileges. It will add the Docker in the Ubuntu the Docker group, right? So this part is also done, and we will add the current user also in that group, okay? That is sudo, or that is root, right? If I check it over here, then afterward I have to refresh that. We have done some of the editing, right? So I will just paste it, I'll paste the command over here. If you check it over here, the Docker PS, I should be able to see that there is no Docker images running, fine. Then again also they will be facing some of the issues in the future running. So just to avoid that, I am giving the read full permission to this access, okay, to docker.socket. So here I will restart my Docker, fine, and Docker is successfully installed, and the default port which the Docker is running over here, so it will be 9000, right? SonarQube. So for that, what I will do it, there is a command over here. If you want to know how to install SonarQube, I have complete separate tutorial which you can go and check it over here, that I will just add the link over here, right? Link in the document itself. there I have specified everything. So I'll be moving back to EC2, then I will be enabling the security group 9000 port. Let me go quickly. Add 9000 port, right? We will add this over here and I will save it. Okay, if you check it, docker ps, sorry, if you check it over here, docker ps, right? So you're seeing that let me zoom it over here, that our SonarQube is accessible, right? So how do we access now? Just go over here, just copy your IP, instance IP. Just I will copy the instance IP and I will paste it on the terminal. Just I will give it here and I will give it 9000, right? You will be inside the SonarQube. Okay, by the default the password and the login is admin. Okay, admin, sorry, admin. Fine, we are doing everything. Now what we will do, we will add some of the login page, like a credential admin, right? The password for the new, so that I should remember Asim admin. Okay, Asim admin, right? Asim admin. Just update it, so just it over here. Then it will prompt you that from where you have your source code management. Source code is in our GitHub, right? So just I will click it over here. We are creating with the node app, right? Just node app, right? Just give node app 1 with that, and we will copy the node app name over here. Okay, where is that node app? Just we will add node app over here. Fine, node app, right? And then we will do the setup over here, and the setup is for the Jenkins, right? So where is our DevOps platform? That is GitHub. And configure analysis, continue, then is provide you some of the contents, continue, and then what is our Jenkins file? Okay, our code is for JS, right? So it's providing you the sonar properties. This we have to use it. Okay, sonar properties, this is very important, and the code for the Jenkins. Okay, so we have to save it over here. Just I will give it the name here. Okay, so that I should remember that. Okay, I have created it. Okay, so let me take one screenshot of it and save it over here. Fine, after that, okay, just will follow the things, finish the tutorial. Just click on the finish the tutorial. This part is done, right? Waiting for the first command. Then afterwards, what you have to do it, you have to go back over here in the administrator, my account. Then you have to go over here, security. Then you have to create a one token over here, right? 19, I think we have. Okay, we will create one more token, node app 1, right? Node app 1 name, and the token to be project analyst, or we can keep it global analyst, and 30 days, right? So if you generate over here, you will be finding one token over here. So just copy the token and paste it below this with the name that is a token for sonar integration, right? Just paste it over here, Control V. So we have everything, the part from this is done. Okay, just save it over here. Then we'll move back to the Jenkins now. Okay, so where we are now, we are into the Jenkins. So in the Jenkins, we'll go quickly, right, to the dashboard, and we need to install the Jenkins plugins, right? We required Sonar plugin. Just I will check it out over for those available. No, sorry, I have to check in the available plugin Sonar, right? So in that Sonar we will be installing Sonar Scanner, right? We will install Sonar Scanner, a plugin. Then I will scroll down below. Then I will be using, fine, what I have, Sonar Scanner is for more than enough for me. Okay, I will install over here and you can start using plugin right away. Okay, fine, just I will wait for the few seconds so that it should install, right? Just if I go and check it over here, and it should show me that the plugin is installed, right? SonarQube Scanner for that. Okay, and even one more we required, the plugin is JDK. So we will take it JDK because it requires JDK, right? So in that JDK, what you have to do it, you have to install Eclipse one. So if you click it over here, so we'll be using Eclipse, right? So just click on the Eclipse termic installer, then click on the install, right? So it's showing me that just wait for the few seconds, it's getting successfully installed. Okay, so this part is done, and what we will do now, just restart the Jenkins. I can use the command also restart over here if it is taking time. Anyways, where I am, why is taking time? Jenkins. Okay, we are into the dashboard now, right? So let's wait for the few seconds. It's already applied, and we'll go over here like for pipeline, right? Then what we will do it, we'll go for configure. No, we have to go and we have to add the credentials, right? For that we have to go into the Jenkins over here. Then we can go for, we have to go to the manage Jenkins. Then we'll go for tools, right? We'll go for tools, right? We'll click on the tools, then we'll scroll over here, then you'll be finding JDK. So in the JDK we have to use JDK 11, right? JDK 17 or 11, we'll take 17. Then we will say that install automatically, right? Fine, and we will use install from this, and the version we have to take it over here is JDK 11, I guess. Yes, 11. Then you have to click it over here. Then we'll scroll for the SonarQube installer. Okay, click on the SonarQube installer, then you give the name over here, Sonar, right? Sonar, right? We can give the name as Sonar, and then we will go over here and we will say that install it. Okay, fine. Then it's missing something. No, we added everything. Okay, we already applied. Save it. Okay, tool we already configured. Then we'll go for the system just to add the credentials, right? So in that case, what you have to do it, you have to go back over here, just search for Sonar server, right click environment variables. For that you have to check it over here, add installation, then you have to give name as SonarQube, right? We will name it as SonarQube. This property is pending. Then I need the URL of that. So my URL, where is my SonarQube? It's running. This is SonarQube, right? Just I'll copy over here. Then I'll give the SonarQube. Okay, just I'll give the SonarQube. And the credentials I have to add it over here. So it's prompting me, I don't have, right? So I'll apply and I will save it. Apply and save it. If I refresh over here, then it will show me to add here the token. So just add it over here. Then you go with the text one, secret text. Okay, so where is the secret text which we have saved just now, right? Just this is a secret text. Let me just add a secret text over here, then give the ID whatever we required. Just sonar -cube, right? And we will do it, this is for test, let's say test, right? And just add it over here and just check it. Does this, why it's not prompting me this? We already added, right? Okay, fine. We have to go and we have to add again. Secret test cancel. No, let me see, it should provide me drop down. Okay, anyway, so we'll do one thing. We'll go and we will add it over from there. Okay, just let me open manage Jenkins, right? I'll go and I will add where is the ones credentials over here. I don't have here, right? So I have to add the global credentials, add credentials. Then I'll go with the secret text. I'll go with the secret text, right? Then I'll paste the secret text over here which we have created, right? I will give sonar-cube, right? I'll give it test. This is not mandatory, but still just to remember it. Just create it over here. So I have global credentials. Just what I will do it, I will go over here in the down, then I will check do I have anything here. Why it's not showing me? Let me come again, save it. Okay, let me go again to the dashboard, sorry, to the manage Jenkins. Then I'll go for the system configure. Then here Jenkins location is fine, SonarQube, then I have a test over here, right? So just I will apply and I will save it over here. Okay, then the next part what we have to do it, we already done. So now we'll go for our pipeline, right? Just we will quickly wrap it out so that it should not waste some more time. Then we'll click on our node configure, right? We'll go scroll down here. Then you will be seeing that there is a post build action, right? So if you check it over here, then you'll be finding that here is a post build. No, it should be in the build step, right? Just add a build step over here, SonarQube scanner, right? So JDK 11 path of the properties, you have to give it over here. So we have added JDK 17. Then what is missing from us is that we have to add the sonar property which we have created, right? So the sonar properties what we have created is the one is over here, sonar.project node app 1, right? I have to paste it over here, then I have to apply. Then the steps, it has to be up, right? Just okay, first do the scanner, then you make it deploy this command, this script, right? Just avid just I will build it now. So let's see what happens if you click it over here. If you go for the console output, then it's showing me that runtime error I'm facing. Okay, so in that case, what you have to do it, check it out over here, then it's showing me that there is an issue with the Java version. Okay, let me go over here, then I'll go back to tools, then I will go for the JDK 11. If I click it over here, then it should be JDK 11. I think we have selected 11, right? So what we will do it, we will reset to JDK 17. Okay, just apply and save it over here. Fine. Then you come over here, then you go back to the application, then you start build now. Okay, so possibly this error will be resolved. Fine. The build is getting triggered, right? So let me go and check it out, what the output is coming up. Console output, then it's showing that this analysis has been done on this server dashboard 9000, right? This is where Node app 1 is doing, the execution has been done, and after doing SonarQube analysis, then it started to run our script. This is the order what we have given, right? So if you check it over here, we can keep the commands as we require, like the steps to be followed in the Jenkins pipeline. So if you check it over here, first we have given our build step for the SonarQube, then we have given the shell script. Okay, this is how we done. Now if you go and check it over here,